Hey Charizzies, it's your girl Rizzy and I'm back again with another video for you guys. So this video is very out of my comfort zone for right now because y'all see the type of content that I'm trying to pursue on my journey now, and it's just like people keep bringing me back to that part of the growth that I've been grown from. But the reason I'm making this video is because I want to let it be known that that girl is not my friend anymore. Please do not ask moving forward. All the questions, everything will be answered in this video. I don't want to speak about this anymore. Like, this should be cut loose after this video. You can say I'm taking it to the internet or I'm clout chasing or whatever, but at this point my life is on the internet, so how could I have a 4+ relationship and not expect people to question why we're not friends anymore? I expected these type of questions, like it was gonna come. You were trying to avoid this because you knew if I were to go on the internet and say something about you, the truth would come out, because you know I'm not a liar. And y'all can let me know if anything I said or anything I say is out of proportion, and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna, upgrade. So we're gonna start about why, because I don't know where to start from. Like, I was trying to think, and I got all the screenshots, everything, all the messages, I have everything, and I was trying to figure out where to start from, because there's no really start, because everything just started, God just started putting everything in my head into perspective. So it's so many situations. So right now I'm gonna talk about what encounter led to this, okay? Like, what encounter led to the end of our friendship, because just like 3 weeks ago she was at my house and we was cool, like literally. I'm not gonna use her name for the simple fact that y'all know who I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna use her name because she's the type of person to take legal actions and do all this rada and all that, and I don't have time for that. The reason why me and ᴜᴜ, I'm gonna call her ᴜᴜ because that's what me and my friends call her. The reason why ᴜᴜ first came to Maryland was because she had a situation to deal with, and I would say I don't want to put her business out there and but at this point you say I'm clout chasing you and I'm following your lifestyle, and I didn't know you were the first person to move to Atlanta. But the reason why she really came down is because she had court. She came down for me too, but initially you had court. That's why you came down, and I just so happened to be going to Atlanta. So she comes down, I go get her from the airport, right? I go pick her up from the airport. I did oversleep because her plane kept getting delayed, like delayed, and then I had fell asleep waiting for her to call me to come get her, but I fell asleep. But I went and I still drove like an hour to go get her. So I go get her, she comes in the car and we chatting up. She's like, hey, I'm not gonna lie, I realized like we haven't really seen each other in a really long time, and I've been on this growth journey and it's been very different views. I'm seeing her for who she like. I'm seeing it, y'all, right in front of me. I'm not trying to get her bashed. You need to humble yourself. I'm trying to say this without saying too much. Bad. I'm sorry. She really said some inappropriate stuff about a person who could have lost their life, and I did not like it. So I don't want to say too much about it, but that just gave me that she was evil. Like, that person could have lost their life and you're laughing about it. But yeah, that was it. Thank God she's alive and she's doing well. But ᴜᴜ said that was funny. Like, that was not funny to me. That's when I knew right there how evil she was. Like, me, when something happens, I went to court too for the same exact situation. And do I hate them for doing that? No. I was mad at the time and I did not like it, but do I hate them? No. Like, it happened. I did something that made you uncomfortable. I learned my lesson from it. I won't do that again. That was a lesson that I had to learn. Court was a lesson that I had to learn because I never want to go back to jail again. Like, that was a lesson. So I'm kind of thankful for it. But she's seeking it as revenge, and she's like, they're never gonna hear the end of this, and da-da-da. And I'm just like, I'm laughing it off. Like, don't think about it like that. Like, I'm like, bro, like, stop. Like, because like at the end of the day, this is still my best friend. Like, but I'm gonna try to guide you in the best way I can without you, Then we're still driving and she goes to say, oh yeah, and I unblocked. I'm gonna call her Sierra, okay? Sierra was a girl that used to be in our trio. Y'all know who I'm talking about. She used to be trios of us in high school. She was like, yeah, I unblocked Sierra on Instagram, and I just wanted to see that if she would follow me back, and she did. So automatically I said red flag, because they argue back and forth all the time. Like, all the time. And that's just a toxic friendship. Me and Sierra, we don't have no beef, no problem, no nothing. Like, me and Sierra, like, it's just been cordial ever since, because every time they fall out, I have to fall out with Sierra. And at that point, I was just done with all that. That happens. We get to my house. It's cool vibes. Let me tell you how the vibes went, how I set up the day for us. So she comes to my house. We get dressed up. She's like, I don't want to go home yet. she want to stay with me. So I'm like, all right, bet. We go link up with my friends, ഑ and ʙᴜ. We go link up with them. We go to this place to go out to eat. Then I'm like, I want to take us somewhere to, you know, energize ourselves and go outside in the sun. So I pulled up to this park. We get out. I'm like, take off your shoes. Let's go on the grass. It was very some spiritual stuff because I'm like, that's what I've been into lately. I've been going out into nature. I'm like you have to go out into nature and feel the energy of the sun and all that. And she said it was beautiful. We had a good time. We was in a car singing gospel music. Like I'm like, okay, you know, like, okay, maybe, you know, she's changing, you know. No, I don't know what type of act that was, but let me continue. Fast forward, she slept at my house, I think that night or the night after. She slept at my house or whatever case may be. Then the next day I dropped her off home, right? I dropped her off home and it was 5 o'clock in the morning, and let me get the messages. I was asleep and then I woke up around like 1 o'clock and texted her back. But this is what she said. I will put the messages right here, so I am not lying. I will put the messages on the screen for y'all to see. She said, Riz, I'm up thinking, so like, what's your plan when moving to Atlanta? You already have a place, like, what's tea? Mind you, y'all, I did not have a specific, like, I did not sign nothing. I did not pay for anything. The only thing I paid for was application fees, and I got accepted to apartments, but like, I had to go out there and look at them. Like, I got accepted, and yeah, but I didn't pay for anything. I didn't put my name on anything yet because I have yet to go to Atlanta and see them. So I said, what you mean? Like, did I purchase an apartment? And she was like, yeah, or do you at least have an idea? I said, I didn't pay for anything yet, but I do have an apartment. I want to move in. I already got accepted, and my in-person date to view is August 11th. Like, I had everything set up to go see my apartment already. Mind you, it was July 26th at this time, right? So she said, okay, please try to see if you can get a scheduled move-in date because, you know, her boyfriend, we're gonna call him Jackson is there too, so that's gonna be 2 people staying with me, running up the bill that I know it's gonna get expensive, which really isn't fair to me. Communication is gonna be key throughout this entire process. Now, in the beginning, I was a little bit understanding, so y'all not gonna see me go off here, but I was a little bit understanding because I'm like, she is on her own, like, she is on her own out there, but then again, you have this boy living with you that does not pay rent. She can argue it all day long to y'all. She can fool y'all. He probably pays rent now, but at the time, these past 4 months before July, he was not paying rent. And I know that for a fact because one day she called me and she was going off because he wasn't paying rent and she wanted him out. She was in her car and he was in the apartment, and I'm like, go in the apartment and kick him the fuck out. Like, go kick him out. And she was like, he doesn't pay rent and da-da-da. And she was crying because, let me tell you why she was crying also. This is what's about to get me so irritated. And my close friends, I'm gonna try to find it right here. This was in my private, and I was having a debate about where I should take her for her birthday. I asked my friends, I was like, should we go to Puerto Rico or should we go this way? This was months before. This was like earlier on, like I'm talking about March, April, May. I don't know, but I was trying to plan something for her birthday. She knew this because I asked her to get a passport. Did you ever get your passport? No. You knew I wanted to take you out the country for your birthday. You knew that already. But she said that Jackson was gonna take her on a vacation. I'm gonna try to find the messages. If I can't, I'm gonna try. Jackson was gonna take her on a vacation, and that was it for her birthday. So I'm like, all right, bet you go on your vacation. I mean, okay, I tried, right? It comes 3 days before her birthday. Mind you, he already made her go to the mall and shop for her birthday, get all dressed up, you know, went shopping for clothes, all that. She had to pay for all of this stuff and for them to go on a vacation, and he didn't buy no tickets, no plane tickets, nothing, like nothing. Just have her boo-boo the fool. He was on live in front of all her fans, all like, yeah, I'm gonna take her out the country or take her somewhere. And then 3 days before her birthday, he said he didn't get anything. Like, of course, who wouldn't be, like, you just did all that for what? Like, I could have been planning my own birthday, talking to her mom, talking to everybody, talking to me, like, she's done with him, da-da-da. And I told her, don't go on the internet and don't break up with him and don't do all that, because it's gonna look like you're breaking up with him because he didn't take you out the country for your birthday. She had to humble herself. I had to humble her real quick. I'm like, you don't want that image on you, but you need to go talk to him and tell him, like, that's not okay. I mean, if he doesn't have the funds for it, that's okay too, because it's just like, you know, but like, don't sit here and lie and like you're about to take me somewhere and you don't. Hour later, they're back in the house together like nothing happened. So that happened. So back to the messages. So I said, okay, I'm not trying to stay long. Hopefully I see the apartment the 11th and I can move in the next day. Also, if it's a hassle, I could see if I could stay with my aunt till I get my apartment, or like stay with my aunt, or like get a hotel, because that's what I did when I went out there. I stayed in a hotel. And I said, also, where's this coming from? Because you were just at my house and you said nothing about this, and now 5 o'clock in the morning you're talking about expenses with me. I'm gonna get back to that. Don't take it like that. I was just asking a question. I literally was just up thinking. You would want to know my plan if the roles were reversed, right? I would hope so. Like a conversation for real. I feel like we should be able to have these adult conversations without it being shady and periods and stuff, right? And I said, okay, I just got off the phone with the leasing office. You know, I can move in the August 10th. And now I was just trying to, like, that just made me have to force a moving date. Like, I wasn't trying to have a moving date that day because I didn't see no apartment. So I wasn't trying to do that. But I just realized that when I get out there, it's just, I'm gonna have myself out there. I didn't think it was gonna be this. So I said, okay, I just got off the phone with the leasing office. I got my moving date August 10th, and now I was just trying to see where all this was coming from. So that situation happened, and after that, that was it. So then the next day, our friend Kyra texted us asking, do we want to go to the movies and see Nope? And at that time, y'all know I sold all my wigs. Well, not all of them. I was selling a couple wigs, so I needed to go ahead and get them all prepared. And she said she was gonna help me. She didn't. So I had to sit downstairs in my basement and literally pluck and prepare all those wigs because I had to sell them before I moved, because I needed to start racking up my coin before I moved, because if I need to stay in a hotel, then I need extra money to go ahead and do all this. So she said, what's tea with Kyra? And I never texted back, but I texted back in the group chat and said that I can't go right now today because I'm gonna try to find the messages right here. I can't go right now today because I'm doing my wigs, but we can try to go tomorrow. Next thing you know, she goes to the movies with I don't want to say I was jealous because I would have said something, but it just like threw me off a little bit. But go off. Like, go off. It's about to get too unchy, bruh. Too unchy. So fast forward, I left the whole movies thing alone and I went out with my friends. And actually, I didn't even go out. We literally just sat in the car and talked because I went to tell them about the whole expenses thing. I went to rant to them because I felt like, as my best friend, why are you telling me that I'm gonna be an extra expense? We're gonna get to that. Now this was y'all remember my 21 plus content day? This is this day. This is this night, okay? This was LOB Chris's birthday, you know, thing or whatever. So I asked her, what you doing? She said, getting ready. I said, bet, I'm getting ready now. Are you about to style your hair? She said, to be honest, I don't know. Mind you, I was asking her because I did her wig. I did her wig the day before and she took it off and changed the wig. But you know, she switches her wigs like the season, so I didn't think nothing of it. But I was just like, oh, you took off the wig that fast? I slayed that wig. I'm sorry, y'all. I slayed it. It should have lasted. It wasn't like it was ugly, but okay. And she told me she was gonna wear it to there, but okay. So I said, Micah's leaving her house now because Micah was gonna scoop both of us. She was gonna go to my house, pick me up, and pick you up. Micah don't know you, right? You said Micah don't know you from a can of paint, right? But she's over here picking you up and she don't even know you. But you know, she was picking you up because Micah's my friend. So I'm like, yeah, did you want to cop or do you want me to scoop you before we cop? It's from Tim. So I was asking, do they want to go purchase marijuana? Because Micah was going on the way to get that. And she said, I've been ready. I have weed. I just need funnel. Also, I might sleep over somewhere else because that's not a definite. He just asked, but I don't know. I'm not drinking. Okay, that sounds a little bit confusing, but I was basically, the reason why I was saying this to her, because anytime we go out to a party or anywhere, Mincess is not allowed to enter her house at a certain time of night. And I respect that. You know, some parents say, yeah, you can't walk up in my house at any time of night. So anytime we go out, she automatically has to sleep at my house. Like when we're out, she'd be like, you know, and we look at the time, we'd be like, you know, she got to come with me at my house because, you know, she need a place to stay. And every single time you always stay with me. Y'all, 5 years of friendship, I've stayed over house once, ever, never again. Stayed over her house one time. I was telling her that I don't know if I was staying the night at my house, so what are you gonna do? Like, how is that gonna work if Micah drives? Because then the place that we were going to was in Annapolis, and that was really far from where she lived. So like, Micah doesn't want to leave the party at 11, 12 o'clock to go drop you off and come back. Like, it was just, nobody wants to do all that. So she said, okay, just take me home before it gets too late. And I said, okay, so Micah driving, not me. I don't think we plan on staying long, but if it gets too late, you're more, y'all, listen to this. If it gets too late, you're more than welcome to just sleep at my house. I can open the garage from my phone and you can just be down there. So now at this point, I'm telling her like, okay, even if I won't be there to sleep there, like, you're more than welcome to sleep there, and I'll just let my dad know that you're in the basement sleeping. Like, you see the type of relationship, and you're talking about I'm using you for clout and all of this. I'm jealous of you. Do you see the type of relationship I thought that we had? Like, you can literally just go in my house when I'm not there and sleep there, and I'm gonna open the garage through the phone. And she's talking about I wish I would knew all this before I got ready. So I said, what do you mean? And she said, who's he? I'm lost. The boy I've been talking to. Like, you don't even know who I talk to. So we're at the party, right? We get to the party, we arrive at the party. When she get in the car, it was cool vibes, you know, they was making videos, looking cute, cool vibes. And at that point, I realized that it was a trio. I realized that most girls, most females don't do well with trios. Me personally, I don't see a problem with trios. Like, I'm friends with you, but a lot of people think it gotta be a double thing, or I don't know what it is. So I literally said, you should invite and that's your person, you're for lifer. You should invite her so that y'all could be vibing or whatever, because I'm gonna be with my man. He wasn't my man, but I'm gonna try to be with him, sitting on the couch with him. So she invited her, she said she was on the way. Cool. We're at the B&B and my so-called man, my crush or whatever, he walks in and immediately Micah like bumped me like, oh my god, look. And I'm like, oh, and then what are we looking at? Who are we looking at? And I'm like, it's him, he right there. She like, which one is he? First of all, she was so hot about it. Second of all, how don't you know? I'm sorry, how don't you know? I was so mad that she didn't know, because just like, it just shows you don't watch my YouTube. I've been sending them to you to watch so you can know who he is, so you can be prepared for this when you see him, but you didn't know nothing about him. Like, you didn't know nothing about him. So fast forward, I'm sitting with him and he starts to ask me, he's like, you know, so like, did I get approved by the best friend? Like, what does your best friend think? He never got introduced to Mincest before. This is his first time ever seeing her. So he was trying to ask like, what does she think about him? And I'm over here in my head like, she don't even know who you are. But I'm just like, you know, we don't really talk about you for real. He had asked me, what school did she go to? And I was like, well, right now she's kind of like, because she went to Spelman, but you know, she got suspended. And I did not know that was your top secret information, because you made a video about it and you posted about it. After I told him that you got suspended, he said, why? And I said, she's right there, ask her. So I'm not the type to sit here and blurt your business out like you think I do. We're gonna get to that. After he said why, I was like, ask her, she's right there. So he went and asked her. He did not scream because I was right there. He literally talked to her. Nobody else heard him. And he was like, so what's up? Like, why did you get suspended from Spelman? Like, I promise you, he could care less. Like, I don't think he was not asking to actually know. He was asking to start conversation with her, to get to know her as a person, and she was mad that he asked that. So fast forward, because I wasn't paying attention. I don't know what they were talking about. I was in my own world, so I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't even know that he had asked her that. I didn't know. So fast forward, Sierra gets there, it's vibes. I'm like, hey girl, yeah, you wanna go drink or da-da-da. I'm inviting her and showing her to everybody, all that, whatever. And the night comes to an end and they go their separate ways, and she went home with Sierra, and boom, we spread our separate ways. It comes the morning time, Friday, July 29th. Put the messages right here. I'm still recovering from last night, but I wanted to ask you a question, because why everybody know my business? I'm like, what business? And she said, so your man randomly say last night, so you're suspended from Spelman? I'm like, what? Pause. I remember vividly you posting on your spam account, I cannot believe I let this troll get me suspended. Your account has 100,000 followers. How is that a secret? How am I spreading your business? I did not say why. I didn't tell him why. I didn't know that was a secret because you posted it. Once you post something to the internet, it is no longer a secret. That's not a secret. People don't post their secrets to the internet to 100,000 people to see. It's like you were just coming like, yeah, at this point, when I had read this, I'm like, at this point, she's literally finding anything, digging up anything to antagonize me and stuff. So anyways, and then she says, and then Micah randomly asked me the other day, oh, so did you win your case with blank too? Like, how do they even know? Like, this is my first time meeting these people. Mind you, y'all, where we're from in PG, actually, a lot of people know about the incident about me and Mincest going to court with these people, because we were known with these people. Like, it wasn't like out of the blue. A lot of people knew that I didn't even know knew. Like, it was some people that come to me and ask me that I didn't even know. But Micah knew, and Micah's close to me. Like, she knew. Like, I'm sorry, she knew. And she did not know the outcome of it. I didn't tell her what happened at your court case. She just knows that you had court. That's why she didn't ask me. She asked you. She asked you. So you think I'm over here telling Micah your business? Like, no. Like, Micah don't even know what happened. Like, she don't even know the situation. She don't even know for like why we even went to court. Like, she just know that we had court. That's all she knew. It's very vague stuff. So I'm like, The suspended from school you've posted multiple times. I didn't know it was a secret. Also, blank is the one that told me that the person who took us to court told everybody that she was going to do that. At this point, everybody knows about us going to court. They just don't know the outcome. Like, they know we went to court, but nobody knows why, or nobody, like, it's not that serious. You went to court. That's it. You went to court. You went to court. You went to court. It's not a secret. That's it. You went to court. The hell? I went to court. That's how you know I'm not lying about my business. I don't care. And she said, I posted multiple times, question mark. And I said, I'm not going around telling your business. It's literally surface level stuff. Surface level shit that the majority of people know, including your followers. It's literally on your spam. You posted it on your story before. Like, I witnessed you post it. And she said, okay, no need to get defensive. I was just asking a question. You lost me. And I said, that just sounded like you're trying to find a reason, because that's not even Alias business. Like, you posted it for hella people. I'm trying to speed through this, y'all, because this is a long, like, you posted it for hella people. And you never told me it was secret business. She said, it's the principle though. Just because I say it on a private spam, that don't give you the right to share. And just because you hear somebody going around yapping, don't mean you do the same. It was just off guard. I was trying to see where that came from, because I was like, and I thought he'd get the hint, but he just kept asking the questions loud as shit. So I'm like, what is this? I'm trying to figure out where is this coming from. So I'm just trying to be able to bring up something that bothered me last night to a friend, but you making it seem like I should have just kept it to myself. Literally, that triggered me so bad. Like, you really should have kept that to yourself. Like, you shouldn't have came to me asking me, am I telling your business? And like, I don't tell her business. Like, you do realize you live in how many states apart from me, and we don't really see each other or talk to each other every single day. So my whole life has like been evolving without you present. Like, I don't talk about you to nobody. I talk to you when I talk to you as a best friend, but in my actual life, I don't sit there and talk about you. So I said a private spam with 100,000 followers. Also, when he asked me, I literally said, she's right there, ask yourself. And she said, okay, you got it. Lord, please don't make me regret doing this, but okay. So after those past few days, I wrote up a long healthy message, because I wanted to send this that's been on my conscience with me for like a few days. And I even asked my friends, I asked my Rico, I'm like, yo, you think I should say this? Like, I'm actually scared to say this, and that's bad. Like, you shouldn't be afraid to tell your friend how you're feeling. Like, it should be no reason that I was feeling the type of way about sending it. So I just sent it, and after I sent this message, y'all, everything went downhill. And I'm gonna read this message to y'all, and y'all tell me, like, did I take the message too far, or was just like, no, I did what I needed to do. Okay. I said, because I didn't even ask to stay with you yet, or haven't even touched down in Atlanta. It's different if I'm in Atlanta and I'm sleeping in her house and it's like a week and she's like, all right, like, how long are you staying here? Like, I didn't even get there yet. Like, you're already giving me uncomfortable uncomfortable. I feel like I don't even want to stay there for one night, because I'm uncomfortable that I gotta hurry up and get my, like, it shouldn't be that. I shouldn't have to feel rushed. I'm sorry, as a best friend, I should not have to feel rushed. You know, when you're younger and you're growing up, like, oh my God, we talked about this. I can't wait till we get older and we get our own apartments. Like, we've been planning this, so it's just like, I can't.
I'm already getting uncomfortable feelings and messages about staying over my best friend's house so I get myself together, question mark. It just shows you're more as a person. Because 4 months versus 4 years, LMFAO. Secondly, this whole thing, I'm cool with the problem with me and her. But for you to be talking about her all the time, call her crazy, then you go to the movies with her after me and Kyra, after...
When your boyfriend didn't take you out the country for your birthday, I was literally trying to plan something for you and get lit with you on your birthday. But of course, you blew me off to take a trip to Orlando with him that you paid for, and you want to talk about expenses. First of all, the day that she called me and told me that Jackson did not take her nowhere for her birthday, y'all, strike me right now. Jesus, strike me right now if I'm lying. I was calling up Micah, and I even told her, you could come down here, we can go to DC, we can plan a week, we can plan this, da-da-da. And she trying to act like I called Micah to start getting you situated. I'm like, bro, at this point, just come fly down here and let's get lit out here. Like,
so I said, I mean, it's your money, who cares? It's the principal stuff. You're always so quick to do some weird shit to me. Like, I'm just here like today. Today blew me over the edge, because now you're trying to say I'm going around telling your business that everybody knows.
Then I was trying to come to you as a best friend, because I have I was having little mental issues about me moving.
What?
Yes?
You on the phone?
I'm making a video.
Alright.
I was having like issues about me moving because I was scared. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared to move to this big old city by myself. So I was having problems, and I was texting her like, you know, I'm really scared. And I was coming to you as a best friend because I was having problems lately, and your answer is maybe you need to fix something internally. Face. When you have problems, what do? I take you out. I took you, y'all. Last year, when she was going through it, and with her parents and her dad kicked her out, and she was going through all of it, and she was living with me. It was 3 of them living with me. It was all 4 of us. 3 of them all had problems with their parents, and I took them here. This is where I took them to North Carolina to go in the pool, to swim, to do this, to do that, to get off YouTube, to get off that, to get your mind right. When I did that for you, that's what I do for people that I love. You told me I need to fix myself internally. You telling me you couldn't be like, all right, let's go out to the park and let's go like relax and not think about it. You need to fix yourself internally. You need to fix yourself internally. It's you. I'm sorry. It's you. That just blew me because I don't play when it comes to mental health, and I don't play when it comes to people that are going through stuff. Like, I understand you go through stuff and you don't. Anyways. This is too much for me. I'm trying to focus on moving. Then I got my best friend acting weird. Then I got like everything was just like, where was all this coming from? So that happened, and the next day she woke up, and I'm gonna debate whether I want to put these voice message in, but she just. Look at all these voice messages. She spammed me with voice messages. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put some of them in. We're gonna get a gist. I'm not gonna put all of it in, but we're gonna get a gist of what the voice messages sounded like.
So then you want to go on to say how I caused you an extra expense. First of all, no one ever caused you an extra expense. I never not once said that you were an extra expense. I never not once said you could not stay with me. I was just asking you a question, genuinely, and I told you not to take it no other type of way. But clearly you took it another type of way and decided to hold that over my head, which is very weird to me. All I did was come to you as a fucking best friend and ask you, what's your plan for Atlanta? Like, how long you finna stay? Like, do you have a place? Like, what's fucking tea? As I should. I never said that out of my mouth. And then you say that, and then you just start throwing up random shit that has nothing to do with this. Talking about Jack doesn't pay rent. What does that have to do with this? I'm sorry, but first of all, Jack pays rent. Like, he pays rent. Like, he pays rent. I don't know, like, just because I told you he didn't pay rent that month, that don't mean he does not pay rent. Like, he pays rent. So it's like, what are you talking about? Also, I would like to add, Charisma, me staying over your dad's house is not the same as me staying with you. And I don't understand how you don't comprehend that. Your dad pays the rent at your place. So me coming over and me spending the night, all this, that, and the third, does not affect you and your finances because what? You're not paying the bills. Like, what? I don't see how that's like so hard to comprehend. If it was your place, your apartment, then that'd be completely different. That'd be so different and completely different. Yes, I appreciate you and your father for letting me stay with y'all, like, when I had no one to stay with, but respectfully, like, that's not your place, though. Like, you're not paying bills, you're not paying rent or nothing, like, that's not your place. So how is that the same as my own apartment that I'm spending almost $2,000 on every month to stay in? And, like, I don't get.
Regardless if it's my dad is me. I don't care. My dad is me. That's my dad. If it wasn't for me asking my dad, can you stay over? You would have no place to stay. That's what you're not understanding. You didn't stay in my dad's bed. My dad didn't have an extra room for you. You stayed in my bed wearing my clothes. You slept right next to me in my bed every single night. I had to give up the comfort of my bed the entire summer for y'all.
You drive me around all the time, question mark. Girl, you be wanting me to go out. It's you. You be wanting me to go out with you and stay out outside late, and you know that I can't come home too late. Like, I'm begging you. Yeah, please, Charisma, I want to go out. Like, no one ever does that. So, like, let's get that out of the picture first. Like, let's just get that out of the picture because that's not the dynamic of our friendship.
I be wanting to bring you out late? Yeah, y'all just see, it just speaks for itself. Like, I don't even have to explain.
And you're saying what extra expenses would it be if you just needed a place to lay your head? Girl, you were finna be in there taking showers, eating food, like, and that's not a issue for me, my nigga. That's not a problem. No one ever said it was a problem. I was just asking you when, like, what's your move-in date? When are you gonna be out of there type shit? Like, I need to know that information if you're staying with me, right or fucking wrong. And then you have the audacity to say that you tried to plan something for my birthday and I canceled on you. What are you talking about? I called you and I was venting to you as a friend because Jack couldn't afford anything for my birthday. And I was venting to you as a friend and I'm like, what am I gonna do? I don't know. And I'm asking you, I'm like, maybe we could go this place. And you like, $700 is just like a lot for me right now. This, that, and the third. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. I'ma just figure out something else to do. You did not fucking plan shit for my birthday. You did not sat down and plan anything. I planned my own fucking birthday. I drove to Orlando, planned my own fucking birthday. And you wanna have the audacity to say you try to plan something for me? No, you did not. You mentioned and said, ooh, like threw out an idea. Ooh, maybe we could get a hotel and do this, that, and then you're gonna say, of course, I blew you off for Jack. Like, what? We are not in a relationship, Charisma. I'm sorry. We are not in a fucking relationship. So you need to get that through your thick skull. We are not in a relationship. We are friends. We should be able to have different conversations and shit like that. But this whole me leaving you for Jack thing like that, that's just not true and it never fucking happened. And then boom, let's talk about your man. Because I'm not even finna read this whole whatever you said. Your man walked into the party or whatever and blurted out loud as shit. Oh, so you got suspended from Spelman? He was not quiet and calm about it. He was loud as shit. Imagine you come down to ATL and we at a party and Jack just randomly blurt out your business. At a fucking party. You don't do that at a party. Like, that's random as fuck. Like, and I don't understand how you don't see that. You're trying to say I already put out that I've been suspended and I already did this and I already did that. I have the right. It's my business. If I want to post something on my private spam, I have the right to. I can do that. And it is a private spam. I don't care how many followers it has. It's a private spam. People do not know my business.
I'm sorry. Listening to that is hurting me even more. Like, I'm getting so embarrassed. He walked in the party and screamed. Yeah, he did not walk in the party and scream that. It was like an hour later after he came in. We were all sitting. I'm gonna put the setup right here. He was sitting right here. I was sitting right here. She was sitting right here. Nobody was around us. No one was around us. Music was playing loud as shit. And you talking about he's screaming loud as shit. First of all, no, he wasn't. Acting like somebody wants to know her business so bad. Nobody cares that much.
And you're like face. And then so moral of this, I feel like you maybe just have been holding me along. Holding you along? Riz, you know I cut people off. What do I need to hold you along for? Like, respectfully, whether we're friends or not, my life is going to go on and it's going to move on. So like this whole like, I'm just holding you along as if I've just been using you. Like, it's just like, stop it. Like, stop trying to paint this picture of me because I am not this negative, evil person. And then, like, to top it all off, you're saying that you would never, ever do this stuff to me, this, that, and the third. It's like, do I really need to remind you of the shit that you did in our friendship that has made me cut you off in the past? Like, do I need to remind you? I really don't want you, like, do you really want me to remind you? Because when it was my turn to drive down to ATL a couple months ago, when it was my turn to drive down to ATL, where were you? You realized canceled on me the night before because I told you I didn't want to film any videos because my mental health is not right now. And you all like, I thought this was going to be a fun trip, like.
Let me tell you about that. Let me bring that up. It's always I have to bite the bullet for other people because their mental health is messed up, and I'm not bashing nobody's mental health. But she wanted me to drive down 10 hours with her to Atlanta and catch a flight back to help her go to school. Again, she said I was being selfish. Y'all, we got into the biggest argument because I didn't go to Atlanta with her to drop her off at school. This is different. This is totally different. We're moving. We're adulting now. This is apartment. When you go off to college, who's best friend? Y'all, let's be serious. How many people's best friends go with them off to college and then just fly back? I was in college too at the time. We both were going to college. I was gonna go with you because at first she pictured it out to be like, hey, we're gonna be like doing this moving vlog and da-da-da, and like I thought, you know, it was gonna prosper us both, but you just wanted me to go, like, just to go. Like, I couldn't record no videos, I couldn't get no YouTube videos. I'm going to Atlanta just to go to Atlanta because you, call me selfish, I'm sorry, call me selfish, y'all. Maybe that was a selfish moment, but I canceled because I'm like, I got school too, and I got this too, and now you're trying to tell me that this trip is not that. Like, no.
Like, on to. But anyways, you say I'm gonna try to victimize myself like I do in every situation. Like, this is just so hilarious because you sound like my haters right now. Like, you realize sound like the people that be under my comments that don't know shit about me, and you've been my friend for 4 years. Like, what? And then you're saying you would never do anything like this to me. Like I did something to you. Girl, you've been posting hella weird fucking side quotes on your Instagram story for days. I don't know nobody that's gonna go on Instagram and post subs about their friend. Like, you're weird, not me, it's you. Like, you realize posted subs talking about some, oh, you're gonna lose a lot of friends on this journey, this, that, and you've been posting that shit for days. So you've been had this plan and you've been had this in your mind. And truthfully, I'm just so grateful that you said all this. I'm just so grateful. Like, thank you so much. Like, this is amazing. This is great. I hope that you heal with everything that you got going on because honestly, this is too much for me. Like, this is too much for me. And the crazy thing is, like, something Ben told me this was gonna happen. Like, I already mentally checked out. Like, Ben mentally checked out. So, like, yeah, you're saying you're tired and this is too damn much. You need a break. As if I really did something to you. Go off, girl, because...
After that, she said, hope you got everything off your chest because, like you said, this is too much. I'm not entitled and never have been entitled. So I would pray that you stop attempting to paint this bad picture of me. A friendship is not supposed to be this draining. It's like hella weight just dropped off my back. I'm hoping you have enough sense at that big old age not to take this to social media. For starters, let's get this started. I'm 20, you're 19. You keep trying to say I'm 21. You know damn well I don't turn 21 until next year. Until 2023. Face all like I'm 21. I mean, I wish I was 21, but I'm not. And all like my big old age. What? So after that, she blocked me, she says all this, she want all those voice messages, all these messages, she blocked me, removed me from Instagram, unfollow me. After you said don't take this to social media, you did all this knowing damn well we have a platform, and when people see that we're not following each other, they jump to conclusions. So you did this to yourself. So I said, do you see how any type of talk we have each other, it feels like we're really getting both defensive and taking and run with it? That's not healthy. If you've been mentally checked out of this friendship, that's okay. We're growing apart as we get older, but I couldn't have all that on my conscience without any explanation or answer to why I felt this way. I threw a coin sending that message, and that's not okay. It wasn't to argue, it was just for clarification. But you spoke your piece, thank you, be safe. And I was just saying that, like, I sent that long message so that you could kind of fix my mind, kind of like, oh my god, my best friend, I don't know why you're feeling like this, but this is this. No, you just came at me, you just bashed me, and it just made me feel like you were just so ungrateful, right? So that happened. Boom, haven't spoken to her after this. That was July 30th. The next day, she hopped on a plane to Atlanta. At home, oh my god, my babe, Roses in the shower, he made me food. He's a housewife, that's what he does. He cleans all her dishes, cooks, cleans, that's it. He's a housewife. You have a housewife, okay? Woo, you have a housewife. Boom. So she went back. She ran back home to her man, whatever. I don't care. So we haven't spoke since then. Then recently, first of all, when I go on live or when I'm on social media or whatever, people ask. I'm sorry. People ask. They're like, why are you not friends no more? Da-da. And it's my story to tell. If I want to go online and tell people why we're not friends, I could do that because unlike you, I actually speak the truth and I will let people know what's up, rather than trying to hide it and trying to act like people are gonna wonder why we're not friends. Like, there's a lot of people that want to know why we're not friends. So I told people, like, we grew apart from each other, we had a big fallout. I never really got into detail like this. I just vaguely said it. And I guess she was making posts. I'm copying her because when I got to Atlanta, I guess this is the day I got to Atlanta and got my apartment. I'm a copycat. I didn't know you were the first person to move to Atlanta, and just I'm jealous of you and I sound like you're haters. Okay. People started literally seeing the type of person she is, and I didn't have to say anything. I did not have to reply to your messy mod, nothing. I didn't have to reply to I'm copying you. I didn't have to reply. People started seeing you for what it was. People just started seeing, like, literally. And then you're gonna text me. She's gonna unblock me and text me, Why do people continue to harass me in my comments about you when I have never made a post about you on social media at all? I'm confused. I had no response. I put a gif emoji like, aww. You finally feel it. Because she does this a lot, guys. She does this a lot. And I don't mean to bring up the past, but you know, her ex, you know, ᴜᴜᴜ. I don't mean to bring her name up in anything. But it kind of happened to him too, you know. She was in a relationship with him, got him all these followers, and, you know, got him the limelight. And truth be told, ᴜᴜ's not a limelight type of person. He was never a limelight type of person. She got him all this, and once they broke up, once she cheated, that's what I meant to say. Once she cheated on him and he found out, he left her, and she tried to go on the internet and bash him and all that. And I guess people were harassing ᴜᴜ. Like, people were harassing him in his DMs, going on him. He had to delete his Instagram and make a whole new Instagram to get away from that. She loves that. She loves that she can do that. Like, literally use her platform to bash people. Literally, it happens multiple times. You use your platform to bash people. It happened with me the first time we got in an argument. You use your platform, everybody started coming at me until I spoke my truth, and everybody's like, oh, okay, and we rekindled it months later. But you're how are you not seeing? Like, how are you not seeing this? I hope this video humbles you. I really hope it humbles you. You don't have to be that type of person. You have this big old platform and you go online as this person, but behind cameras, you're not this person. After she made these posts and whatever, she kept making TikToks and deleting it, comments deleting, this deleting, you're 21, deleting. Why are you deleting and making it if it's not about me? What's the tea? Like, and then you want to go on messy mouth, like, are you doing this because you want clout? You want to talk about I'm the clout chaser? It really looks like you're clout chasing me. And even followings or not, it looks like you're chasing the clout now, because you want to be on messy mouth, because, you know, that's the type of clout you want. I don't want that type of clout. Like that type of clout, it don't give. Like, that's messy. I'm more calm. This is my clout. This is my platform. This is what I want. What I really came to the conclusion was that after she said I was copying her, I came to the conclusion that you're jealous, and you've always been jealous of me. And you know what it is? It's deeper than materialistic things. It's deeper than this. Like, God showed me it's my energy within. Like, it's my energy. Like, I have great energy. No one can take that from me. I'm literally a healing person. I have great energy. You, on the other hand, you have no friends. And you think that's a good thing. Like, she sees the no friends as, you know, when you're at the top, you have no friends. No, baby. That's not it. Like, nobody wants to be your friend. Like, you keep losing friends. That's different. That's so different. You have to kick people to get to the top. That's not how I want to get to the top. I don't care. I will slow creep my way up there rather than fastly shoot up there. But if I have to kick people down, God's route, I'm gonna shoot up way higher than you in the long run. Then she got her brother texting me. Boom, boom, boom. Then she got this girl that I fought her brother's baby mother. Also, I fought her brother's baby mother like a few years ago. She talks so much crap about the baby mother. Like, you be like, even I'm not even gonna talk about the baby mother too much on here, because one, I'm terrified of that girl. Even though I whooped her, this video is not about her, but she scares me. I'm sorry. Cuckoo in the head. The way Menses pictures out to be, Menses be trying to say like she's a stalker, she's obsessive, she does this, she tells me everything she does to her brother. So I'm scared of them. I'm sorry. No. She stabbed her brother one time. Like, it's a lot of stuff. In all due respect, guys, watch out for people. Like, watch out. I just want to say that with this whole video, whatever, I know I'm supposed to be leading by example on my platform, and I know this is not me. Y'all know this is not me, but I had to do this. I had to come over here and speak my truth. I had to humble her. And every time we fall out, it's either a boy or and she doesn't see it. And her other friend, when I went to Atlanta, remember she had that other friend, y'all? Y'all remember the friend that would do her hair? I'm not gonna say her name in this, whatever. They were really close, and I met her. She was cool. Why'd they fall out? Because the boyfriend. Why'd they fall out? Because she said that you were being with your boyfriend too much. And you think people are jealous of you and your boyfriend? No, that's not it. Nobody's jealous of you and your boyfriend. I promise you, I am not jealous of that relationship. I just want to say, for you, Jackson, if you're watching this too, just be careful, because at this point you're in the trap and you don't even know half the stuff that she has done already. And I'm not about to expose her relationship or none of that. But I would say try to stack your bread and don't depend. Like, try to stack your bread and try to like get your own place. And this is just advice me giving to you. Like, I know you love her and I know you want to live there and all that, but try to stack your bread to the side and get yourself together too, because you cannot depend on somebody else. Like, because when all push comes to shove, if she were to leave you right now and then you starting a YouTube and all that and you're getting more of her followers, it's just like when she leaves you, what are you gonna have? Like, you need to start building on your own. And that's what I started to do. And she hates the fact, y'all, she hates the fact that I moved to Atlanta without her on my own. I don't think she thought that I could do it. I really don't think she thought I needed her. She thought I could depend on her. I'm starting to build my own platform, and it's killing her. This is not a competition. Why can't we both eat? I thought you said you wanted everybody to eat. It's really not. It's really giving you want this to be a competition, or you wanted to keep me here while you were always here. But it don't give that. I'm stay humble after this. I hope nothing really bad comes out of this. I hope you don't send your little minions to try to come fight me or send people to come with me. You preach the word of the Lord too much to be doing all this. You're really showing your true colors now, and you're really showing it. I did not put you out to be this, and you talk about the Lord so much. So then why do you act like this? I love you guys. This is a lesson learned for me. Another thing is, thank you for all the positive messages, and like, y'all made me finally say my voice chakra is opening up instead of me hushing back, because I've been feeling this for too long, and I've been putting it on the back burner because I'm trying to get myself together. I'm trying to take the high route, but I had to do this. And if any of y'all try to fight me, your brother, the baby mom, all of them, I will get a restraining order. Peace, love, angel dust. Stay blessed. Don't be like the rest. Bye. And another thing is, somebody brought to my attention, is the reason why I've been trying to hold back on this video and not really want to post it, because I think you're clout chasing me. I might not have all the followers or whatever, but I'm becoming a little bit relevant because people are starting to, you know, feel my energy through the screen, and people are starting to, you know, you're trying to be that. Like, first of all, yesterday you were posting about messy Maj, messy this, messy that, and now today you're posting about positive. You don't want people to mess up your mindset. Like, you can't speak this on the internet, and in real life, don't be that, because it's gonna come and bite you in the ass. Bye.